Hi everyone, welcome back to Dear Unicorn. It's 2021.
Happy New Year, suckers.
Yeah, so the new year, according to the internet, is 2020.
Remastered.
It's 2020, so it's what day is the 45th of December.
As well, 2020 season was too seem a little iffy.
And then 2020 remastered for me. So yeah.
Right, so it's me, Raven. I'm here with
Olivia.
Bitch, hello. Hi.
Anyhow, so if you hear the person in the background, that's my mother. Say hi, mother.
You guys remember her from the video of her laughing?
Yes. the very infamous cackles.
Oh God.
Love her.
So right, welcome back.
How was your Christmas? How was your holidays? How was the New Year for you?
For Bajans, it had to be inside, so.
Yeah, because we were on lockdown again, because y'all was thinking, what,
Keep it in.
Keep it in, or let all
It's
stuff
actually
out.
cool. So right, we're here today to talk about some stuff that was going on social media here.
But
And
it's interesting.
I guess the double standards a little bit. So I'm just gonna read.
It's more complete idiocy than double
Right.
standards.
So I'm gonna read the post that was posted. I'm not gonna include the names because for
Privacy.
me, fuck privacy. That's not why I wasn't including it. I'm not including names because she included names of everybody else in this ring except the boy connected to her. So right. So it goes. As a mother who tried to raise her children right, I can't sit by and allow this to continue. It's been bothering me and I feel I should say something about it. I was a young mother. I tried to raise my child the best way I knew how. I didn't have much, but I worked hard for him. My son is now 19 and haven't worked a day in his life and now has contracted HIV. How, you may ask? There's a group of young boys from up here in St. George who have formed a group to have sex with men for money.
AKA the push. Yes.
My son got roped in because he didn't want to.
I read it as rape to the first time.
My son got roped in because he didn't want to work, didn't want to get up and look for an honest dollar. So his way was to set up meetings with these men along with the other guys and go and have sex for money so he can buy clothes and gadget. The sex ring is being carried on by another with tattoos. Don't know his name yet, but I will find out. I want all you parents of young boys out there to be careful. Look at what your children bring home. What?
I was with it. The English is really bad.
Yeah.
Look at what your children bringing home. Them where these come. I know a lot of people will say this is my fault, but I tried to raise him the best I could. These boys having sex with men, then having sex with young girls. Them things ain't right or fair to a girl. Choose the life you want to live, but don't go dirtying up these young girls too.
Alright.
So let me just summarize some of the issues I got with this. One, her biggest concern is that he's having sex with men. Not that he's having sex for money, it's that he's having sex with men. Two, HIV is not a death sentence. It used to be before. It's pretty much like having a bad cold, and as long as you take the medicine you're supposed to take, it doesn't really impact you. Like, I'd rather not kiss somebody with a cold than I would probably kiss somebody with HIV before I kiss somebody with a cold. Right? That's how mute that problem is. The whole thing about her son sleeping and then sleeping with girls. One, you proclaim at the beginning of this that you raise your son right, and then talking at the bottom about when your children bring home stuff and they don't know anything about that, you don't know anything about, ask them. I can bring home a fucking eraser when I was in primary school. I remember like, who you get that from? I was like, my friend at school. Can I back?
I don't bring home nobody takes it.
Exactly.
Yep.
Carry it back.
Right.
But and I know a lot of parents that say, because I'm not a parent obviously, but I know a lot of parents that say that just try the best to raise the children and other people just influence the children. But for me, from this, she's more concerned about that he's sleeping with men, not that he's prostituting himself. Not that prostitution is a bad thing. I'm just saying, based on what she said,
right?
She seems more concerned with who he's sleeping with, and not that he's sleeping with people for money.
No, that's a typical Bajan double standard,
Yes.
or for me, it's idiocy. It's flat out idiocy. You're saying in one breath, live your life, but then sleeping with these men for money is wrong. You're saying it's okay to indirectly you're saying it's okay to have sex with women for money. It's not okay to have sex with men for money. It's okay to not use condoms
with these young girls or these young men, but one some fun.
You understand? So it's all of that to
And what it is when he having sex for money, he's sleeping with men, but then when he having sex with females, he's sleeping with girls. You notice that in how she
yeah.
It's like he's being preyed on by men who are giving him money for sex, but when he's sleeping with women, he's with females.
Fine.
It's not fine because they're girls. They're innocent in this.
That's societal norms. Man for woman, woman for man. Not man and man, no bottom.
I don't think a child gets to 19 without wanting to work and wanting to only have bling bling.
Unless you
live
that life knowing your family has always provided for you and you've never had to struggle.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Because she's saying, well, he's 19 and he don't want to work. He never work a day. And he like, who fucking fault that is?
You, as a mother, you didn't raise it to your best. Say, mommy, you could tell her.
She know that what her son didn't do it.
Good. All right. Thanks.
She only upset because he can't.
No, he got HIV.
She's not already upset. She's just ashamed that he have HIV. Because
that's a good point. That's a very good point.
Mommy, little current. But yeah, it's
right. As a parent, because none of us here obviously are. Well, Raven has a son, but as Raven's mother, if
from small,
it's holding right. That's what I'm saying. It's holding raising them from small.
You raise a child from small. You're born a child, right? In this day and age, linguistic, the child picks up from your belly, which is language. Here, when you're a child small, you could see if your child could see. You also every child could hear. So therefore you know your child is not hearing impaired or not visually impaired. So therefore she all this time she knew. She had her son, she come along, she knew where the boy was going. But she was just afraid to tell the boy.
Get yourself and go and work.
Go look for work.
Because if she come home and she's saying, well, I buy food, I didn't tell you know you don't want a pair of shoes, I buy you a pair of shoes, I buy you a shirt and a pant. Well, he has no motivation to go work for himself.
It's only know he gets to 19 and she must tell you, but you gotta go and find work.
Or maybe his life
find it easier.
His life is taxing too much on her pockets now, COVID and
everything going on.
Whatever. She can't do what she usually do for he. I know he gotta be like, boy, gotta find somebody to do it.
But also hear this. This is another point you gotta look at. Boy, he had to be coming home in the house with things that she did not buy him.
I know he ain't working either.
Ask him where he get it from, how.
Because even if you look down at how she said it, at the bottom where she actually tells his parents to do that. It seems that the only reason she started to ask questions is when he probably would have told her that he has HIV. And that's when she started to ask questions about before she didn't care. And it's not.
He probably was coming home and giving she money and giving she things too.
Yeah.
But a lot of parents don't care when it happens.
But if you could tell me my friend give me, you find his work, where you find get it from? Oh, these questions.
Yeah, and especially to start from young, from when you're in primary school. She waiting now that technically he's kind of almost a big man.
He's an adult, he's 18.
Yeah, 19.
She's
19 by law, he's a man.
She's at fault because she, from an early age, she should have told this child, when you get to school, don't hate these salary it could be. Get it from go and look for work. Start from early. Make your own money.
Because most children get summer jobs, 15, 16, working in a supermarket.
Because she hit me when she said at 19 years he never worked a day. He like, when I was 13 I was working. Many summer, I thought he had summer jobs. Your parents' friends will tell you, well, I got this little thing here so to clean or do. Come and get a little $20 bill or a little $50 bill. But he make it to 19 and he never worked a day. He like...
And he can buy clothes.
But he can buy clothes and smoking weed.
Right, but he buying things
and smoking weed. Expensive bad habit in the whole hemisphere.
Okay. So tell me, how you coming home smoking weed? You know you can smoke weed, but he ain't got a job to buy weed. What he doing to get the weed? They don't got female drug. They don't have much female drug dealers in Barbados.
I don't get that either.
Good. So explain to me, son.
Because the women want her drug. You got
True, because them is the true fucking hustlers.
Them
But
is about their money. So explain to me how you never work a day in your life. Like, Saadiq, you're younger, the old ones.
legit, I literally had at least was looking for some
Once
jobs.
you're not posting that we're the old ones, you're just saying, going along with it.
You know, he was doing that for episode 1. You know, I tell you
I
about
cannot fucking do whatever. I'm not working out.
episode 1. Everybody know that we
Any fucking ways.
Yes, youngin.
But seriously though, on a serious note, like legit, like the same thing I always talking about, like how everybody say, oh, so you parents gotta know where it come from, who give you this and that. And
the point of it is cat.
Yes, I didn't care about or after get them a fucking proper explanation, be like, alright.
This put a phone and then call the other body.
Yeah, as long as you know, they'd be like, oh yeah, that's like the city president that you thought like, oh, you give my son this, and after get their yeses, be like, alright, after tell them no, your ass fucking cut.
I use a certain bag every day, a certain bag.
I just get search everything.
Yes.
Cut ass, everything.
I know how well we turned out.
Perfect.
Wow, that's
Superb.
So, right. Okay, so the next thing is, that's one story. The other story was the mother
Right, I have it here.
pimping out their child. Let me read this one.
Ooh!
I cry as I write this to you.
Wait over here!
I think first is first, right? It's the first line that sounds so fucking fake.
It is it starts as
She's trying to get you. She's trying to get you roped.
Sorry, their human resources. That's what it is.
Like clearly she got a fucking.
She even let you read it and get you hurt. She exposed. She put in the front beginning like start crying.
Come.
Oh no, you crying?
I cry as I write this to you. I don't want to be judged, not judged. English. So I pick it up. I made my mistakes and now I want to make it right. I have one child. She is 29. We do not get along. Well, my boyfriend used to take from her. I won't say what, but you know what I mean. Pause.
You can't even fucking say the man used to rape you, child.
No, all the time. And you know that?
And you know it!
And you know that?
Okay. Yeah, she wants
You should never say ex-boyfriend.
Meaning that she still has the fucking person.
Alright. I won't say what, but you know what I mean. When she was 10.
She's 29.
Good. She was 10. At the time I wasn't working, he had all the money. She told the school and they asked me and I said she lied. But I knew she did not lie. I was just against the wall. This went on till she was at 14.
So for 14 years you allow this man to rape your child because he was bringing
From 10 to
food
14.
So for 4
you.
years.
Right, that's what I just said. For
You
4
said
years.
14.
Sorry, for 4 years. Sorry. Wait, I feel like 14 years for the child. You allow this man to do this to your child because he was giving you money.
And you ain't had the.
So basically, she pimped out her child.
For 4 years.
Alright. Her father came to get her and then they moved to America. Since then, I see her 2 times. She has a good job in America and because I have nowhere here in blank, the country's been removed from the thing. I asked her to bring me to America. She won't help me. Yes, I did her wrong, but I did need what? But I need her now, and I am still her mother.
No. Sorry.
You wasn't she mother when she was 10?
You didn't know she was your mother all she life? You didn't know your duty as a mother was to protect your child from all harm, but you let the man do this to she because you needed food.
Fucking money.
So when they got a family members, like everybody's family dead, you can go to salvation.
That's somebody that you can rely on.
You can go welfare, nothing. Alright. I would like to work out things. Sorry. I am still her mother. She should at least help me now we are older.
She's still like that?
I would like things to work out, but she does not want to speak to me. Things are hard here in whatever country. And I need a way out. I am desperate. I will even again. Now this is the curveball. I will even marry a woman. I just need a better way.
No, the thing that has you right when I was reading this.
Now let's dissect the situation. Go ahead,
I
Saadiq.
want to comment on this real quick. Let me see this again, please. Right. Where are the line is that had me good? So, I can't find
Saying
the
what?
Right. So, again, just because we've old doesn't mean shit has changed. You can forget, you can maybe forgive a person, but it doesn't mean you can forget and go back around the same person. That's stupid. That's very
Saadiq,
something the same position.
You've jumped a few chapters
I
ahead.
know.
How you get to forgiveness when we haven't talked about this ordeal?
I know, but this is what I'm thinking, because she talking about, oh, we're older, like, oh, as we get older, you should at least end up thinking down to think about
But
things.
Saadiq, never once in this is that she admit she
Never once she
admit
apologized to her daughter.
She never apologized to her daughter. And all she's seeing her daughter now is as
a
money,
meal ticket,
a meal ticket.
a better way out.
She don't want build a relationship with the daughter. She just wants a better way out.
She
needs jail.
She needs jail.
She needs to be penalized for letting a man rape her daughter repeatedly for years
For
to
4
survive.
years.
And she still got your man?
Okay, but that's how it
It
seems
sounds so,
from
but
the
she said
boyfriend.
boyfriend, not ex-boyfriend.
And she keeps saying we.
We.
Okay,
Talking about F.
your daughter needs help, counseling, whatever. Lord knows if she's been to a therapist or somebody when she moved overseas with her father. Cause now, rape, trauma, relive trauma, she going overseas with a man. Father or not, is still a man. That could trigger her. She could, Lord forbid, she find a car, she overseas and interfere with she again.
For some reason, I don't feel that that's what. I feel she told him and that's why he came for her.
Yes, or somebody told them what was happening and he came for his
Because
child.
remember, the girl told the school.
Yes, cool.
Or the man.
The school got a part in this too.
Or she be the boyfriend.
No.
No,
There's
as
certain
in,
things
no, as in,
school cannot do.
no. What I say, as in the
It's
school
about the parent
could not
of the
reach
boy.
out to a child, or maybe that's something she skipped. Maybe the school did reach out to child care board and they found the father. That's why she ended up leaving.
It's a possibility.
There are a lot.
But we saying child care board is in Barbados, but we know.
We think
Yeah.
about
Cool.
think about every girl knows
Even if
about
it's in Barbados, let's situate it in Barbados.
relationship with a man.
That is gonna damage
They
her.
damage this child because whether she the young lady or not, entering her parts, she don't know nothing about the man the first thing, and then she feel the man hurting she, or the man feel doing it good, and she push you off, she tell you get up, it can cause problems because she frightened. She being raped so much. You don't even know she got love in her.
Okay, that's another thing. So how we can forgive you and love you and help you when you destroy my childhood?
Legit, 4 fucking full years.
Okay, but we still talking about 10 to 14. We don't know if that is happening.
No, but you know, before coming here, the father come and text you, she text you at 15.
But
19.
not
We
only
don't know
that,
what happened
she's
before
saying at 10,
this
but for
boyfriend.
all we know, it might have been before 10, but she just put wrong the up to 4
And
years
this,
to make it look.
and that could be going on well until however long. Okay.
Because she said, yeah, it went on until she was 14. But for all we know, it was happening before she was 10.
Yeah.
And
Alright.
she probably just said 10 so it don't look too bad, put in 9
I don't know how it could look any bad. A day, a year, a month,
You
3
gotta remember
years.
who you're talking about here.
It's still bad.
There's a woman that wants her daughter to
No,
come and
it's still
support her
bad.
despite the fact she never once apologized in here. And she's willing to marry a woman. She ain't care about nobody. All she cares
She
about
cares
herself.
about herself.
All she cares about is herself.
And she's talking about she's gonna marry, even if she marry a woman.
What the fuck that do you?
Saadiq, we know asylum seekers go overseas to get married to the LGBT partners,
Yes.
and they get taken care of by the government.
She's going to bad
Great shit.
So she could be going Canada, she could be going States, she could be going England, find a woman to marry, she or go online, I like you. You know how the man dressing the bodaggers used to be.
Jesus, Lord God, Lord Jesus.
That's what we were talking about the other day in Sheraton. Anyhow, and you go and put yourself in this person's life just to get over there. Like, you don't care about anybody but yourself. You're just damaging person after person after person. Now, my first thing is, who damaged you?
True.
That you decided to pass on this legacy of trauma?
Well, since she fighting in trouble, she.
Or if she mother doing it to she like it's a norm, it's like it's a
It's
bloodline, it's a curse.
Basically.
It just
That
coming
people are just
down.
good enough to finance and support you. That's the purpose of people in your life.
But we know people that have been doing this to their children for years.
Yeah.
We know people that are still doing it all now.
It's like when a lot of those young girls run away. Before, people used to be like, "Oh, they're just gone by the men," and then people had to start coming and say, "Y'all do realize that a lot of these children be getting abused at home?
That's what is run.
Not running to good by men. A lot of the time, they be getting abused at home."
And that's what this fucking run.
Like, okay. Another thing about this situation, you know the child's father is still alive. Why not reach out to him and ask him for help?
But based on her, maybe he wanted nothing to do with the mother.
No, like exactly, mommy. So you would understand it.
Oh, because it's why he
You're providing for your child. So in turn, you have to make sure that the mother has food to cook at least. Because the child can't cook at 10 or 6 or 5. So you still need to do some things as a parent, so it will extend the courtesy slightly to the mother, because she's there taking care of the child. Well, you maybe was looking for better for yourself and to provide for the child. You drop the ball as a father too.
And no play that you
but
want
at
to
least
pick each other.
But it still appears that he realized he dropped the ball. He made an effort. And he took her from the situation. This story is very short. There's a lot of
variables
that we
in
don't
this
know
thing.
about.
True.
But based on what she said the father took her. Which
No, all right. Church with the father. Somebody in the neighborhood with the father. School return to the father. The child gone.
And she gonna tell you, and she know it, and she said no. She should be
And she gone. But that child have nowhere to forgive her.
None.
She not gonna forgive her.
Or to help she know it, know how.
Nothing.
No, you see, I'm glad you said that, because a lot of parents just feel like, I give birth to you, you owe me your life.
It's true.
Nothing. No.
I bring you when I could take you out.
Nope.
Sure. That's the thing that I'm not gonna talk about that here, but
Nope.
yeah.
Whoever know
I hear that quite a lot in all honesty.
No.
Because I did not understand that.
See,
Like,
when
why?
you get 18 years old, you owes me
Nothing. All you
Whatever
owe me is
you
that
give
you
to
live
me,
really happy.
I thank you for. Whatever help you give to me, I thank you for. Other than that, you can walk out of my life. You don't
Most
owe me
parents,
nothing.
there are a lot of parents that aren't like that. And like
Yeah.
we talk about the generational curse. There are a lot of women that
Keep telling
they
me
have
that.
men in their life and they allow the men to trouble their children. I know for me, my mom said one of the reasons why she didn't, she stayed single so long, especially when I was young and when things was really tough, is that they had men that was like, that asked questions about me and she told them to fuck off. Not all mothers are like that.
Because I know the God.
And you know when you talk about if they have family to go by and eat, like that's what the situation I came from growing up. Instead of my mother allowing a man to come in the house and probably trouble me, she was like, no, we can go to welfare, we can go by this body and we can get food. She ain't let a man come in the house and do that. And I lucky enough.
Congrats to your mother.
Right, I lucky enough that she did that.
She's
But
strong.
there's still things in our society, and as we keep mentioning generational curse, where we have to start breaking that stuff. Where women see the children, or even if you see men also just as a means to the end, and don't care what they're doing. If you got a 13-year-old, not meaning this story, but in general, if you got a 13-year-old coming home and she bringing home food, or she got the latest phone or this, and you know you're gonna give it to her, you're gonna ask questions.
You could just be like, oh, okay, I see you.
Your daughter or your son never work a day in the life, but they got the guy know all the time. They got clothes on the back, and you ain't getting it to them. You wanna ask questions, and then you can't get mad at the dog you nothing because you didn't answer questions before.
Again, too, the generation has shifted where you know your grandmother and you answer them, you still work and do for you, and make sure that they tell you about the same thing we're saying. Who these parents come from, carry back. Don't bring them in, also I ain't you, blah blah blah. This generation now of people, of parents, young, don't have the same thing that we had, or don't have
Puritan skin.
that, and it's so bad.
And the
There are-
book teach you how to be a parent.
No, and again, the way I parent is different to how you parent. It's different. It's going to vary. People that got money, they be parenting different than people that ain't got money and struggling. But you still, again, they got parenting for dummies. They got books.
But you
Yeah,
gotta love
legit
that would
parenting
have
books.
come true a generational curse like that and not do it to the children.
Yes,
They would have
Sure.
been
like
well,
I went through
went
this,
through, I don't
you will
want to
never
go
have
through
to go through.
Yeah, like for me, I know what I went through financially. I don't want to do that with a child. I don't understand poor people who's going to get 8 and 13 children upon welfare.
Oh,
Talking
boy.
about, a child involves somebody can take care of the child. at some point you got responsibility and mature enough to realize it's not right to be continue bringing children into the world and you can't take care of them. The state got to take care of them.
That is unfair.
Like
that's
example,
unfair on the child.
For the things that you're talking about, where the generational curse and a parent not wanting their child to do that. That's basically what my father. Like my father told me, he would never he had to do because he had to survive. He never wanted me to go through what he had to go through, and before I never used to understand it because I felt this is what makes him him. This is what makes him such a strong individual. But then just learn actually sitting down and talking with sometimes I'd be like,
as an adult now,
yes, it's like I could totally understand with me because literally the shit you have to go through is fucking something I don't think I could ever do, even if I tried my hardest.
Yeah, a little fragile you.
Yeah, I'm fucking fragile.
But that's also something that's dangerous as well. When
your parents call you too much.
Yeah,
it then makes you weak. Because
but
I've read some rich
it's a balancing act when you do that too, because you don't want to put them in a situation where they cannot think. But at the same time, you still want them to get experience to know that yes, when you're in a situation like this, you know how to deal with it, and you don't gotta be fucking frantic and.
Yeah, but again, I think experience breeds character.
True.
So,
because
if you've not had an experience where you get put out like your father, but now you want to move up because you are cousin tormenting you, and you struggling because you don't got the money to go and move out. It's a similar situation where you're stuck. You want to do better, but you can't for whatever reason. So you have to find ways to get out of the situation. But I still feel like, again, I don't know how we say like Barbados is a very literate country or whatever, and the literacy rate in Barbados is supposed to be so good. But you'll find people that are 12, 15, 21, 26, 30 can barely read a proper sentence, does not know sentence structure, doesn't
because we
know
got
how...
our literacy rate on graduation, not on certificates. You got people that will graduate school with
and don't have a
CSC or no CSC. Or
Like,
even if it got CSC, it's not in it.
It's
not even in English. It might be something that easily meant to work.
No, for me that I don't have a problem. If you can't read, have a skill.
Yeah.
Learn to plan. I'm glad that certain
No
schools...
CSCs I don't understand. Religion.
Oh! We had a thing about that the other day.
No,
I beat us thinking about that.
I'm not about this.
You have a religious studies CXC. What for?
What does it do for
you?
you?
To be a pastor, a priest. You're going
but
to...
even to be a pastor and preach,
you have to study theology.
You study theology.
So it has nothing to do with religious studies. Good. You don't believe in God. What are you going to do religious studies for, you jackass?
Legit, it makes no sense.
When you go to apply at Braden Stokes,
do they ask for that?
What? And you tell them, oh, I got... So if you got a religious studies CXC, like, what you
really could do?
What you really going with that? You want to apply at Braden Stokes with English literature, office administration, and religious studies. You don't really got the CXCs to get you the job. So religious studies is a waste of
RP.
No, you should become a physical therapist.
You don't need a CXC to do that. You can go online and do them courses now.
Oh wow, so that basically.
So that's another way of CXC do it.
But I still think that
you're right. The literacy rate in Barbados is
poor.
Yes.
Poor given what they're saying, how high it's supposed to be. Because
I have this boast about how Barbados is one of the Caribbean countries compared to.
All you go do is read. When I first thought last year about children go homeschool, I remember commenting, "Don't do that to them children. Just read these comments." All you go do is read these comments. And you can see that there's a serious gap between what we're being told with the standard education in Barbados and what is really out there. There's a big gap in it. But that doesn't mean because you're not well educated that you don't treat your children well.
True.
Because there are people out there that would not do that to their children or would not allow that to happen to their children and they can't read or write. So when we say A, we gotta say B. Because they got people that is the know it happening.
There are some people that have money that can read and write and still have provided a better quality of life so that their children can go to school and learn what they could not. Cool. But so I find like, again, parenting is different, it varies, and I find sometimes some people are against lashing their children. I am for it. Don't hit the
Capacity.
child.
There's
They
a
ain't gonna
difference
do
between discipline and abuse.
True.
Because there are people who don't hit the children, but it's psychological and emotional
Verbal
abuse
Mm-hmm.
that they give their children because the best time to stick at hit them.
I agree.
In certain cases, yes.
I'm a bit of both.
I mean, it's all easy for me to sit here and say all this stuff about having kids, but I think this whole thing where people are having children without even dealing with their generational drama and trauma is something we need to cut out of our, especially our black community. I can't speak for the white folks, but I think especially in the black community, we need to look at how we were raised and not coddle our children too much coming up, because you don't want to make them too weak. But there is a thing about, you mentioned about experience.
Sometimes we talk, but
That was
some people are so sensitive. This generation is so sensitive.
So sensitive. Like, they want to get offended because we say guys. What? Guys is a universal where you can get mad if somebody named Leslie is a unisex name. Get over it. I think some people are just too sensitive right now. You can't say something and not politically correct. You know, it was a term that I realized that a lot of people get into, and I know this is a little bit off the topic. People of color. People of color, for me, is just the modern way of calling somebody who's not white colored. But we want to get into this politically correct thing and saying, so we say something so no one feels excluded, then really you sound like a fucking idiot. But it's an LGBTQ podcast. If I want to fucking say it, guys, I can say, hey guys, because it's a universal term. It's you that don't come and put this meaning behind it. Leave it. You can't see it in the shop.
True.
So it's you that come and people that come with this political correctness and this softness. We making a bunch of soft. If they had an alien invasion right now,
No.
The US website has zombie invasion on it.
They
Like
do actually do have a document. They do have a
guide
prepared guide on
on
the
zombie.
invasion.
Oh, no wonder there's so much people that do bug up fucking vehicles and shit and all sorts of assholes.
Honestly, you should have a go buy, and I plan to go to promo sales and buy one of them backpacks that I got. But this is Barbados. If there's a zombie apocalypse in Barbados, there's nowhere to run. There's nowhere to sail and go.
None of we ain't got nowhere to dig under the earth and the protection bunker. Cause you been digging to the fucking sea.
You
Pretty much.
into the limestone. But anyways, we digress there a bit. Let us know what you think about the
All that we've discussed.
all this shit.
and I
Tired.
know some of you might be offended, and that's fine. You reserve your right to be offended.
You
But if it
just
offends
know-
you, what you should ask yourself is, why does it offend me?
And
That's
also
what I
just
do.
know.
When things offend me, but things don't offend me that
And
often.
also just know, right? We don't really give a fuck. We just answer. We answer because somebody has to say.
Yeah, so I mean,
Well, we do
very
it
very
because
kumbaya, guys.
yeah, we do it because
respect
people the double standard of
Yes.
you putting out your LGBTQ children, but you keeping the pedophiles in your family quiet. So that's why
And
we had-
pedophiles are usually straight men.
Yeah, because
They're
they'll
not
be married to
gay
the women.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, yes. See you folks. See you guys.
Like, share,
Goodbye.
subscribe, and let us
See you
know.
people.
I'm ringing bell, bitch.
See you, unicorns. Bye bye.